I don't know about everybody else, but I keep paper bags around thinking I'm going to make something with them, and then before I know it, I have a pile of them and I haven't made anything. Recently in social media, I've seen a comeback of making zines. So, a zine was a thing back in the 90s when we made these little paper publications of our own, and they were really simple to make, and we just did whatever we wanted with them and shared them mostly on university campuses. So I haven't made one probably since like 1996 or something like that. And I had an idea that these could be really great to use for junk journals or art journals. So I made a couple of prototypes. This was my tester here that I made out of a book page. And it's really just one page with this key cut here in the middle, and then you fold it a certain way, and then it just kind of all comes together as a zine. Now, see, I'm not actually folding it correctly, so I'll have to figure that out. Oh, there we go. And I thought I could try to make one of these out of one of these paper bags and then fill it with some art. So I'm going to now see if I can make one of these on camera from memory from a long time ago. So first I'm going to open up this bag and just turn it into one sheet, and I'll keep the other side of this bag and use it for something else. I really like using craft paper in my art. I'm sure I'm not alone. It has like kind of a nice aged look to it sometimes, and it's kind of a nice warm surface to make lots of different types of art on it. So now we got this long strip. I think I'm just going to make it out of one side of it, so I'll cut that. So first you fold it long ways, and then, so you've got these two flaps, you fold one of those flaps in half in this direction. Try to get a nice good crease on it because the folds are going to matter later on, and then flip it over and fold the flap over in the other direction. So now you've got this. So now you start folding it the other way. So I'm going to fold it in half once. And then fold it the exact same way, just in the opposite direction. Okay, so now you need this cut right here, and that's going to help you fold it properly. So to do that, you just fold it in half, and then you're going to cut this part right here, right up to this one. And then you're going to fold it back up into its little squares. Grab the one that's in the middle and flip it around like that. There we go. And then you could fold it again if you wanted it to be even smaller, but I think this is probably going to work for my purposes, just this little space here. So now if you do this properly, you don't end up with all these little like edges that are not lining up. And I'm just going to not worry about that too much and just keep going. I think maybe I'm going to cut this edge with some decorative scissors. I've got these ones that I really like that look, I use these when I'm making like fake stamps. So I don't have any folds on this edge, so I can just go ahead and cut this edge. So there's our little journal that we could use for journaling. And maybe I'm just going to make a little journal about the flowers that are still around in my yard. So I've got a bunch of Tombow markers here. I think just for fun, I'm going to unfold it and make my art on the page when it's unfolded. And then I'm going to fold it back up into a zine, and I think that will give me a nice little interesting effect. I've got lots of purple cone flowers around still. They're definitely winding down, but they're still pretty. And a cone flower, of course, has this lovely cone-shaped center. A couple years ago, I learned that I should be leaving these around all winter because the birds love them. And then since then, we've got so many little goldfinches who love to come and visit us all year round, and it's just really nice to see them. Okay, so there's all my artwork, and now I'm going to fold it back up into the zine. So I'm taking those two middle folds and bringing them together, and then folding it all together in the center. It's a little bit hard to explain, but once you do it a few times, you will totally get it. And now I have this cute, fun little journal that I just made. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you got inspired to make your own journal. It really is a lot of fun, and you can check out a few different ways to make journals on my channel. Thank you. Take care now.